the leg fell out of my Murphy bed last night. So I'm gonna take it apart, fix it, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. Okay, so the plan here is to take off, see these screws here? I'm going to get rid of all of them, but I intend on leaving the end two on. That way, they're the final ones to come off, and with the help of my lovely assistant, we can take this whole piece outside and I can work on it out there where it's a little more manageable. Because in order for me to fix this right here, it's going to be virtually impossible in this space. Even with it down, I'll only have a little bit of room and it'll just be awkward. So we're going to get rid of this, we're going to put it outside, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this silly thing. So I'm going to need your help. Just hold this up.
When they launched this stuff,
Alright, I'm going to take all these screws, put them in this sandwich baggie so they don't get lost. Hopefully. Okay, I'm going to do this side. I need you to hold this side. You got it? Mm-hmm. I got this side, don't worry about it. Okay?
it's missing both brackets. It's missing this bracket, and there's a bracket there that it's missing.
Okay.
Is there even holes there for those brackets?
Nope, they didn't even put them on. Alright, now that I have this off, I wanted to just take a quick second and show you something. I'm not happy with the construction of this because it's all just held together with these little staples. Now I have an air stapler just like this at home. Fortunately, I don't have it here. But down here, it's all coming loose. Look, it's all popped off just now right in my hand, Mom. Looks like I'll have to deal with that now too. Well, that's why it's creaking. It's just this piece isn't nailed down at all. Oh, it's on the aluminum. Actually, if we get this out of here, it won't creak anymore. We're almost better off just leaving it off.
I guess you don't actually see that part.
Yeah, you never see it unless you're looking right over the back of the couch. So I think I'd rather leave it off and then...
Does it squeak? That's fine then.
Yeah, it's annoying when you're rolling over in the middle of the night, especially with an infant child. I also determined where that squeak was coming from. The Murphy bed, when it rolls down, sits on this and squeaks to high heaven. And then this piece is just loose, and I think I'm gonna leave it off. No point in it being all there and squeaking for no reason. Every time we roll over in the middle of the night, it's annoying. But I must say, I'm disappointed with just the finishing touches. All they use is these little itty bitty staples and finishing nails to hold this whole thing together. I'm gonna do something better than this. I don't like it. And then I'm gonna fix this side as well, because I have a feeling this side will be the next to go. I did notice this. On this side there's a bracket, And then hopefully it's not too dark, but there's also one right here. Now on this side, there's nothing. Not even a hole, nothing at all. So that could have something to do with it, but regardless, I'm still going to fix this. You having fun? The first thing we got to do is we got to get rid of these old staples. Now, I know from experience that if you try to pull them through this way, it's just going to make a mess. So I got some side snip cutters, some pliers. We're just going to snip all this off, and also down here we're going to snip them off as well. I see what's going on here. They missed the board completely. With these nails here are supposed to go into this piece here, but they missed. Now, because these two L brackets are missing, they are actually what holds the leg up. So what I had to do, I went to the hardware store and I picked up these 1 1/4 inch screws, number 1 Phillips, number 1 Robertson, head screws. And then I also picked up some 2-inch L brackets. And unfortunately, it came with screws, but they are Phillips. So it's going to be a hodgepodge, but at least it'll hold everything together. Now my plan here is to put a couple of screws right in here, just to hold it, these two pieces together better. Ta-da! It didn't poke through. Hey, that's one thing that's working out for me today. So I'm going to put 3 in. See how you can still see this gap? We're going to tighten that up. We want to also make sure that it's the same height as the other side. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of a gap here, and that's because these are still poking out just a little bit because I couldn't snip them off flush. So what I've got is a rag and a hammer, and I'm just going to give this a little tap. Perfect. As you can see, there's just a little gap and a little bit above that. Same on this side. All right. Now, I have to figure out how to get this bracket in there. And then I think I'm going to put a screw through here on the opposite side. Perfect. Now that I have that done, I'll get this bracket on, but I want to start screwing down, and then I'll screw this way into it. That way we know it's going to be tight to the base, and then we'll screw that leg in, it'll suck it in. Now once you get them going, you don't want to over tighten them and strip the wood. So just slowly but surely. If you're not too handy with a drill or an impact like I'm using, just do it by hand. There we go, perfect. Now I just went ahead and did this one because you would just see my hand and whatever. So there you go, it's in there. Now that's braced, just like this side. Ooh. And down in there, if you can see this brace, but it's ready to go. Now I think for good measure, I'm just going to pop a couple of those 1 1/4 inch screws into the opposite side, just to hold those two boards together to give it a little more strength. I'd just like to point something out. If you can see this gap right here, and then look at my side. Way tighter. And then I also have these two screws holding this in. as well. Alright, cool. Now we got one there. And then hopefully you can see it. There's one right in here. And then one up here as well. One right there as well. In hindsight, I wish I would have done the same on this side just to make them less noticeable. Alright, well, the sun's going down, it's getting dark. I gotta get the kid to bed and some dinner going. So I'm gonna get my lovely assistant to help me hang this back up. I'm just gonna reverse it the same way I took it off. I'm just gonna put the 2 end screws on, then fill the rest up, and then hopefully we'll be good for the night. Alright, we got the couch down. Don't forget to put the couch down, because I've done that like a dummy. But, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Getting rid of that piece made a big difference, Mom. Perfect. Beautiful. Well, thank you for joining us. Just a little recap. I had it down, back up a few times. Everything seems to be working well. I did the old jump around, the floor is lava thing. And getting rid of this piece down here really got rid of all of that squeak into it. Or should I say out of it. So that is a huge game changer. Having that off when it's dead silent in the middle of the night and this little girl sleeping over there is a huge thing because it makes a lot of noise in the middle of the night. Mom's making silly faces to get you to eat. Alright, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you in some way. I really wish Rockwood would have picked up the fact that they overlooked those 2 major brackets because they do hold the whole weight of the bed when you are sleeping on it. So it's pretty key to have those there, and they missed that. It's very surprising because these trailers are pretty well built and they missed the tiniest little things, and then the finishing qualities is kind of a little bit underwhelming, I guess you could say, if that's even a word. But we gotta get some dinner and we're gonna go sleepy time. So you guys enjoy your camping trips, and if you know any other issues that you've come across, please throw a comment down below. Alright, thank you. Say bye-bye. Mom. Can you see the top of my head this time?
Yeah, don't go any higher.
I can't get any taller. I don't want my bum hanging out.
Worried about your belly, but your ass hanging out is fine. Well, your underwear.
My underwear's hanging out?
Just a little bit, like always.
Sorry, YouTube. I have no bum, so my pants always fall down. Hit it. Hi. Say hi. A bit. Mom.
I'm getting her to smile.
Just